cracking, everybody? So last night I did that video about all the guys getting out and recidivism rate, and I talked about my buddy, man, my friend that got out, and his seeming lack of drive. Maybe he just, his drive is different, right? But anyways, in the comment section, Wolfslayer asked me at what age or how long was I down before I actually started to consider the fact that I might have a chance of going home. So like I said, there was laws changing, right? There was a lot of, the laws started changing. The governor changed, and the governor started instituting changes in how the CDC was ran. When I first went in, there was no vocations for anybody. You just go to yard, man, do your thing. And with Governor Brown, and especially, I bring them up, and you guys need to connect with the Anti-Recidivism Coalition. If you got any loved ones in prison, or you just want to help try to change things, pay attention to the Anti-Recidivism Coalition and what they do, because they're behind every one of the changes. Prop 57, SB 260, 261, like everything positive that's been getting your loved ones back out, they've been behind everything. Everything they've pushed for, they got. Right now they're pushing for to try to give us our right to vote back, which is huge. These politicians got to they got to cater to their voters. When they got ex-cons as part of their constituency, then maybe we can start affecting more change that way. So, I will say this, man. I went to board in 2012 and I got a 5-year denial. For some reason in my mind, I was like, I'm gonna go home in 2017. I walked out of that fucking hearing. I don't know why. They didn't tell me I was going home or nothing like that. But in my head, I was just, I don't know if it's my stubbornness. I don't know what it was. I don't know what was happening, but I was like, I'm gonna make it happen. But even though I was saying that, I didn't believe it, So 5 years later, when I went to board and I was found suitable, and let me tell you, as a lifer, when you have a body, what happens is you get found suitable by the board, right? It takes 120 days for that decision, up to 120 days for that decision to become final on their end. Then they kick it to the governor, and the governor has 30 days to review it. So it can be a maximum of 150 days before you're released, right? And so when I got found suitable, I was like, the governor, he ain't gonna let me go home, because we go through so much shit. We put ourselves in situations where we go through so much shit and nothing goes our way because of all the negative shit we're doing that's stacking up and leading us down this dead end, that we think it's just gonna be another dead end. That's just, it's what you do, it's what you condition your brain to, right? And so I remember I could have been home for 4th of July, but because it was a holiday, all the counselors were gone, everybody was gone. They called me in and they said, look, you're gonna be going home. And I remember even when they said that, I didn't believe it. I believe, to answer your question, I started to consider that I was actually getting out when I got in the car with my wife. It was a trip, man. Like, I don't think anyone in there, even when they're found suitable, they still don't, they're not gonna let their guard down. Prison is prison, right? So, I remember, plus I was in YA. I remember when I was in YA, dudes used to fucking, it's that misery love company. All right, let me try this again. I got cut off. Scammer called me while I was recording this. So yeah, in YA there was that old misery loves company thing where, you would have a dude from one neighborhood and say he's got 7 years to do, and he knows his enemigos outdate, right? And his enemigos got 4 years to do, but can go home in 18 months. Well, the guy with 7 years is gonna just keep rushing him and rushing him and rushing him and make him do all of his time, you know. And then there was also times in YA where, especially the dudes from 18th Street, because they had their hangout by the old downtown Greyhound, they would find out when their enemigos were paroling and tell their homeboys, hey, that fool's gonna parole tomorrow and about to get on the Greyhound, get out downtown, boom, and they would kill him. But anyways, I'm saying that because, you know, anybody that's been through YA and that was there during that time, and you go to the pen and they tell you you're going home, you have that, oh man, I remember motherfuckers, haters, you know, they try to fuck that off, you know. So anyways, I gotta keep this short. I gotta get ready for work, but that's my answer to that. I don't think anyone behind the walls ever thinks they're going home until they're outside of the gate. Then, you know, I mean, you do your planning. You're still gonna plan for your release, but you plan for it, not putting all your hopes into it. It's not a for sure until you're there, you know. And then once you're there, then you got all the other hurdles that you're not even aware of, you know. But anyways, I gotta go. You guys have a good one.